Is copper the new silver? If you ask this, you probably have a great question in mind. So today I'm going to do my best to give you a great answer. First, let's give a rundown on silver. It's trending for around $57 to $58 an ounce, and prices have practically doubled since early last year. And I remember when buying it at 40 was something I didn't want to do because I thought the price was going to go way down. It wasn't too long ago that I paid $10 for this silver quarter. It's a 1955 D graded Annex Mint State 64, and that was right around wholesale bid at the time. Now wholesale bid is almost $14 because the melt value is about $10. And copper, like the pennies here, is measured in price per pound because it only trends for around 30 to 40 cents an ounce. Now, it did go up to almost $6 a pound earlier this year, but right now, at the time of filming this video, copper is about $5.25 a pound according to Kitco, which is what I use to measure the copper price. Now, thankfully, there are places where you can buy both, especially silver. But to buy copper, like pennies and stuff, most of the time, you can get these for under spot. But a lot of times when you're buying copper rounds and things like that, you got to pay way over spot for them because those have their own market as collectibles. Honestly, if you're wondering whether copper rounds are a good investment, I don't think they would be if you're hoping for them to go up in melt value, but they're pretty fast sellers. I usually sell these at $2 an ounce and bulk them out a little less, and I can't really keep them. But the cheap way to acquire copper, which is through copper pennies, are very slow sellers. At the moment, to me, I think copper pennies would need to be melted before the existing ones really gain any value. And one of the first things to know about collecting copper pennies is that you cannot legally melt them down, whereas you can legally melt down silver, even though, to me, you wouldn't want to if it's junk silver. So here's my verdict. I think copper will eventually become the new silver, but it's going to have to come a long way to make up for what silver has already done. It's going to need to be legally meltable in the form of coins, and the existing supply is going to have to get pretty scarce to gain any value. Again, this is just my prediction. I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but I do like to give my opinions on stuff like this.